Just like the tagline from an 80s action movie, we're in crisis mode here, and we're back in action.
Should I just do this one more time?
I like it. Full disclosure. This is our third time attempting this review of Death Rink.
It's been a day of technical difficulties here.
Hey, anybody watching or listening, just like turn off all your devices, sit there for 22 minutes, and just let the time pass. That's what just happened to us.
Yeah.
So all that forced you ever force something real hard, Shane?
Yeah.
Are you saying this is going to be a terrible review? You're putting that energy out there?
Yeah, so this is a combo of recording this episode for the second time and also this movie being so bad.
It's rough. It's a rough set.
My fucking microphone was off, dude.
It had a switch. The switch was off on the microphone.
Like, you ever like go to Best Buy and like you're trying to get something fixed? And they're like, "Is your battery charged?" And you're like, "Yeah, my battery's charged." That's why they call you a genius.
Yeah.
Well, this is like that.
That's how IT works. Like, if they start with a simple solution, because I think, what is it, like 80% of the fixes can be done if you just turn your laptop off and then turn it back on.
Yeah.
So they pretend like you're stupid.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I've tried this a million times.
Yeah, we were juggling wires. The on button wasn't on.
Yeah. This is the first time we are actually stupid.
Thank God I have a mudslide though.
You have a mudslide. You have a mudslide.
Tasty.
I have a stout.
Did you finish your first mudslide?
I did.
During the first recording? Yeah. Okay.
During the first recording, it was basically made with 100% chocolate syrup. It was like all chocolate syrup, mine.
Really?
Yeah, I just drank it out of the bottle. You know how like French in this movie drinks pretty much French mustard? Yeah. I drank pretty much all chocolate syrup.
Okay.
Death Rink.
Mine's heavy on the...
ice?
Yeah.
The gusto?
I couldn't think of the word ice.
The off switch in his brain was flipped for a second.
Let's do that word for word. Let's try and recreate.
Wendy is a skanky bitch, and her phone number is 779-1431.
Yes. And she is in a blood feud with Alicia.
It's a bloodbath.
And they don't like each other. There's whores being thrown out. It's crazy. This movie doesn't have anything to do with Death Rink or skating.
You're gonna die.
You ever just sit around with your bros and like talk about sex all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that.
We're basically in Death Rink too.
Yeah. So here's the deal about Death Rink. Full disclosure. Full action, full throttle,
yeah,
full
a
random call.
Full force.
Calling you.
I don't know. I'm not answering it though.
Stop. Fuck them.
Fuck off.
So let's talk about full.
Oh, could we get this
throttle
over with
and
already?
penetration?
I think I was going to go with the word full disclosure.
Okay.
Full penetration, full disclosure.
Yeah.
I went into this movie thinking, and maybe I looped you guys in on the idea of reviewing this movie because I thought it was going to be a killer death rink in terms of the roller rink killing everybody.
I thought the same thing, like a supernatural. The roller skating rink was alive,
or maybe that like just people were randomly dying
with roller skates.
Guys, can we talk about me real quick? My synopsis of this movie. I thought that it was gonna be like when the rink was open, like peak rush hour, like kids, parents, everybody dies. No, it's a group of 5 workers after hours.
Are you saying we should watch trailers more closely? Or at all?
I just want an apology because for this podcast, I just do what I'm told. I watch what I'm told. I show up when I'm told.
So I don't know if it's good or bad that we do this because I feel like sometimes we hit and strike gold, and then sometimes we just miss.
I'm an event guy.
Yeah.
Lot of gold.
And I think we've been missing lately. We've missed on a few, and this was a total and complete and total
I disagree.
flop.
No, look, you hit with Deadly Delph, right?
Yeah, we struck
and then
gold.
You flop with like a plank face or a pussy trap Halloween kill.
That was a hit, dude. That was a hit.
What?
That was a 3-thumber.
It was. The Haunted Maze was the one I was thinking
Haunted
of.
Maze and Scare Attractions were big misses. And that's because you look at a title and you see something like Bear, and you're like, this has got to be good. You see something like Death Rink, you're like, whoa, this is going to be an orgasm for my eyes.
Yeah.
And it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's an abortion
It's
of
a
the
trash
eyes.
heap. Yeah, exactly. It's just an absolute murder of your soul.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's what this was. So this
And then
is
you like see a title like Human Zoo.
Yeah, again, you think
That was actually one of the worst.
Yeah, it's probably the second worst or second, third.
All right, let's let's move along.
Yeah, so let's just get into it. It's after hours, and security guys are gonna go home early because there's no more work for him.
No, he's gonna
Let me throw this at you. This place makes $250,000 a year. Is that realistic for a place to stay open?
I don't know, and they even question it, so maybe not.
I guess it depends on the geography. Like, where is this place really? Where's
Nebraska?
The Death Rink?
It looks like Nebraska.
Oh, get off your high horse over there. Who does he think you are? You got some fucking nerve, you know
Shane
that?
has always been trashing the West.
Nebraska.
He hates the West.
He hates it.
I don't hate the West. I just don't like South Dakota.
You literally called the entire West the simpletons of America. You said it.
I don't think I said that.
You said it on last episode. We were trashing your penmanship, and you were trashing everybody that lives in Lincoln, Nebraska.
You were like, I learned my penmanship from the West.
Exactly.
That's rude to the people of the West, because my penmanship is much worse than their brains.
That's true. That's true. And they can't even read.
I know, it's crazy. So, this movie,
There's a blood feud between two chicks.
we talked about that. I was going to go to the phone call that the owner of the bowling alley.
Oh, yeah. Say your stupid fucking little thing you were talking about. Side duck or whatever.
Okay, when the person calls,
You want a chip?
what's her name? Rachel?
You want a chip?
It sounds like it's saying, Psyduck,
And what is it really saying?
Satan,
And what is it clearly saying?
Psyduck. It sounded, look, we have to give it a listen. It sounds like a side duck.
You've been watching a lot of McGavin recently?
No.
You little dirty boy.
No, I've been not. I've been watching a lot of these movies lately.
As a younger man, and you're in the game of roller skating rinks. You're working them.
Yeah.
You're in them.
Yep.
Toilets are out. You banging your boss?
I feel like you're not supposed to dip your pen in the company ink.
Okay.
If you catch my drift.
I do.
That's for like a professional setting.
Like a
though.
corporate setting,
This
right?
is not that.
No. She clearly had to go to college.
You saying this is corporate Nebraska?
Get her roller skating management degree.
What do you think the highest paid person in Nebraska is?
Like $4?
$4 an hour or year?
Like yearly? Don't they just trade corn?
Wow, you hate these people.
Their commerce is based on trading crop.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, my thing is like,
There's hey, you got them taters?
Oh my God, that's like Massachusetts.
That's true.
go slap the hog. Don't they say that? Slapping hogs. Nobody in this movie has a fucking phone.
Yeah, well, the year of this movie is very
It's
androgynous.
Up in the air.
It's undisclosed. What are we going? 90s maybe?
Up in the air. George Clooney.
Yeah,
Good movie. Anna Kendrick.
I'm seeing Oscars for that one.
androgynous.
What?
This movie, the year is androgynous, like Goldust's character.
Like we don't know the gender of the year.
Of the year, exactly.
That was crazy.
I love when she asks, like, "Do you need this phone?" He's like, "No, but I need to wrap the telephone wire around."
Shane
your
loved
neck.
this kill, by the way.
All right, yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so there's this girl, Alicia. She's a whore, maybe, and she's going to leave early, but she forgets her purse. She comes back to get her purse. Then her car is dead, so she's got to phone home, and she gets murdered by the killer in an ET mask, and it's a strangle of a phone cord, and it is so fake, and it's so painful to watch, and I was upset.
You didn't
Why
like
you
the
said
scene.
phone home because of the ET mask?
Yeah, you got the reference.
Did we
I
also
did.
clarify that the security guard in the beginning got sent home, got
Clobbered. Clogged.
Oh,
Clobbered.
I like clobbered.
He got clobbered.
He didn't get clubbed. Did he get clubbed too?
I'm going to say got clobbered
No,
with the
to be a clubbing, it has to be like a nightstick.
Like something blunt, more
Yeah.
blunt.
Yeah, just
Real-
has seals.
But what did he get hit with? I thought he got the back of the
A
hand.
chain. He got
It
hit in the back
was
of the head with a chain.
It was a
That's
chain.
right.
It was a chain.
Oh, so this guy likes chains and wires. This killer's a very wiry killer.
Wire.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shout out the Wire.
this
though.
movie's gonna go
Classic
on and
show.
on and on, and people are gonna die. Kara, she's gonna get pizza cuttered in the throat.
You think that's cutting skin?
It's
Pizza
her
cutter?
birthday, dude.
True. I'm gonna say yeah. A pizza cutter could definitely cut skin if you
Like to the
put it-
point of like,
If I put a pizza cutter
Squirting.
really hard to your throat and just started moving it back and forth,
to my throat or to a fellow Nebraska person's throat because you clearly hate them.
I don't hate Nebraska.
Shane literally hates Nebraska.
We're drinking
confirmed.
out of fucking jars.
Yeah, look at mason jars. We're here for the Nebraska theme. We're here for it.
We're up.
We're
up to the
crops,
You might as well call me
livestock.
Mason Plumlee.
Oh.
Don't hit a good button. No, that's a good button. What's the worst button you have?
Oh, this one.
Yeah. You fucking cow.
Oh my God.
You're saying that because I'm from Nebraska.
I just like how Wendy goes in and sees like Wendy's a skanky bitch written in lipstick on the mirror. And she's just
Her
like,
boyfriend might have been plowing.
yeah, that's
the
true.
girl.
But I just love her response. She just yells "bitch" and no one's in there.
Bitch!
She's like, "Bitch." Yeah, but her boyfriend is French.
Yes.
The man that puts French's mustard on everything.
Everything, even
Including
his pizza.
just a spoonful
And
of it.
French does mention he has had intercourse, coitus, sexual relations with Alicia.
Which is why I think Wendy doesn't like Alicia.
And I would say that's brilliant writing right there. I mean, they're making us
Have you
connect
ever
those
seen
dots.
it before? Two characters hate each other because they have the same lover.
I've seen that in
What's your weird like food thing? Like his is mustard straight up. What's your like weird food thing?
like I don't know if I have a weird food thing. Like
No?
a weird combination I do or something, you mean? Like
Yeah.
like how Will Levis puts mayonnaise in his coffee?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Something like that. You
I've
got-
heard that before. That's
you got
weird.
any kinky food stuff?
Kinky food
You
stuff.
Naughty Nebraskan.
Nothing I could think of off the top of my head. Like
Whoa.
I like opening biscuits and putting mashed potatoes in the center and having a mashed potato sandwich.
Do you know what's really terrible about this whole scene? And sorry to cut.
Blood doesn't look like
entire
that. Did
topic.
you know that?
Yeah.
Blood's way
Blood,
thicker.
yeah, first of all, it's like the wettest blood
ever
ever.
bleed
That is
before?
not solid blood. The ketchup looks more like real blood.
It does.
No joke.
If you look at the alien in this kill with Kara, if you look through the mask, you're like, who the fuck is in that mask? It doesn't look like a man, and it doesn't even look like Rachel. Like, who is in that mask?
You think they just got like a stagehand?
It just looks like another girl.
It's probably the key grip.
Maybe it's a producer.
Could be.
I mean, but it clearly looks like a female in there.
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't.
does.
This looks terrible.
Yeah, it's not a great.
She's
kill.
also
Bad shits.
small.
Yeah.
And let's just talk about the fact that when the survivors come and find this pile of blood, they think it's ketchup pre-cum. It's just because it looks like it.
Who makes these movies?
That's the best question.
Like, who
are you?
Like, who's just like, there's so many of them who's just like, I want to make a movie. It's called Death Rink. Really going to pick up at that 52-minute mark. I tell you, people are going to start dying, but we're going to have our nice little pretext of some nice high school relations.
Yeah. I hope you like 40 minutes of that. Now let's talk about Daly. He's trying to hook up with Rachel, his boss, as we mentioned, and they're going to meet on the rink. They're going to do a little mid-rink coitus.
Take my breath away.
Instead, the alien's going to show up, put his head in a traffic cone, stomp on it, brains are going to shoot out.
I was upset for him. I wanted him to get some.
Well, I just want to see tits.
Ooh.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
That's what you want to see?
Well, in this movie, they talked about it so much, might as well show something, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
This movie really missed the sexual punch-up.
Really big miss.
They were building up this weird thing between him and his boss. It took him forever to get there. And, he does land the plane. He got a lot of confidence.
He did.
Going in. And, I mean, yeah, like she was very receptive to the conversation. Of course, there's reasons for that.
Yeah.
And they're staying for the after. I said this about 20 minutes ago. The after hours.
Yeah, it's the after parties are always where the sex happens.
Everybody's gone and we're ready to plow.
Did I mention the time I broke my elbow rollerblading?
No,
Was that
can you
this
talk about it?
episode?
No, he did it last time.
I was rollerblading, fell backward, no pad, broke my elbow.
How old were you?
I was like in second grade.
I know you. I knew you then. I should have known this story.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that you
There
didn't.
is literally recorded proof of you and I at a Chuck E. Cheese together when we were about 4.
It's true.
There is nothing that you can do that would change my beliefs that you did break your elbow that day.
I
you
might
still
have footage.
feeling the-
I might have a photo of me in a cast.
Oh, no, I
feel-
believe you.
feeling
Oh, you
the-
believe me?
No, I'm
Good.
saying there's nothing you do to change the fact that I believe you.
I would never steer you wrong. So.
Did I sign
you
that
were
cast when you had it?
No, we didn't. Like we weren't hanging out at the time. We went to different schools.
Chips or crackers?
I'm-
Chips.
What kind of
Crackers.
crackers are we talking? Like Ritz crackers?
No,
Yeah.
I'm going pita chips.
We're going salty on the.
I,
the
going
yeah, a
pita
salted
chips.
Ritz cracker is really good.
Maybe a touch of sea salt. How
Maybe
about-
put a hot cheddar or.
But how about a salted Dorito or a
Right.
salted Tostito?
See if he does. He want to? Do you want a
You want
chip?
chip?
No, I'm good now.
get you a chip?
I'm good now, but a nice Tostito with lime. Hit the spot.
Those
hint of lime, they hit.
You know what I want to talk about? Wendy getting stabbed at the
hit of
vending
lime.
machine.
Can we talk about the public drinking that's going on here? This
It
public
happens the entire
intoxication
movie.
in
It shouldn't be
the
allowed.
ring.
They literally drink tequila with their boss the entire movie. And that's why she goes to get her chips and she gets stabbed with the small knife and dies.
Tragic.
Tragic. And it leaves two characters. Now we got Rachel, we got Frenchie, and you're like, oh no, who is the killer? There's a man in the background. What's going on? Oh, wait, no, Rachel's just like, I was the killer the whole time. There was a subplot of me being a babysitter and the child I was babysitting dying in this rink, so I saved up all my money to go to college to become a manager of a bowling alley so then I could burn the bowling alley down.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense. The whole babysitter thing, they talk about that when they're smoking fucking tea packs.
Yeah.
Imagine taking a tea bag to the face
No.
with a straw.
I've seen a man smoke oregano, but
Yeah, you
Did
did.
you partake?
no,
That's a shame.
I don't do drugs.
Imagine inhaling plastic like that.
Yeah, it's definitely bad for your lungs.
Imagine being from Nebraska.
Oh, it's worse than drugs. Actually, if you're in Nebraska, most people are probably doing meth.
Shane is all labia. I've been saying it for years.
50% labia. All right, so let's just fucking finish this movie.
I don't think you ever broke your arm.
Security guard's gonna show up. He's not dead.
Are you still feeling the effects from that?
he's-
Still getting a click in there?
No, I'm good.
Do you still have like a fucked up finger from your football days?
Yeah, this one kind of like bent upwards a little, and this one,
Yo, remember when you like
baseball?
broke
Football?
your finger because you lost the ball in the sun?
yeah,
It's
that's,
so-
that's my pinky.
So dumb.
You catch it? You caught it with your bare hands or something?
No, I was going up for it. I don't know how. I kind of like couldn't see, and it like went past my glove and hit my other hand, and it just
Yeah, I remember it dislocated. That was
it's
crazy.
bad.
I think I drove your car home that day.
Well, I couldn't grip the steering wheel. So can we let's just wrap this up? Security guard, he's gonna come
That's
in.
generally good advice.
He's gonna he's gonna save the day by strangling Rachel.
I'm security.
Literally. He's going to be like, I've saved the day. Rachel is dead. Frenchie, you're good to go home. Little do we know, there's sequel baiting here. We're being baited sequely. And Rachel's going to get up.
That was fucking sick.
Rachel's going to get up. And she's alive. Somehow.
Oh yeah, she's alive. Very anticlimactic
Did you
close
say
to
how
this
the
film.
security guard came back in the picture?
He
said
did say he came back
I did.
to save the day. The security guard. What made him come back?
Oh, he wasn't attacked by the killer. He was attacked by kids who want their pot back.
That's right. The pot kids. They do make a reference to that in the beginning.
Yeah,
don't
they do. It wasn't
I wonder if they're
important.
the Satan kids too. Those potheads.
Well, I think the side duck guy is he's a disgruntled employee.
Is it healthier to smoke weed or
tea?
smoke tea?
I'm going to say weed. I just feel like tea should not be ingested through your lungs.
Probably not. Okay, that's
think
this
it's-
movie.
Yep. Let's rate it.
Okay, let's do it.
Just because we had to do it twice? Yeah.
Wow.
Mike.
You think I'm fucking around?
I do.
I am.
Yeah, no. Thumbs down all the way. This movie
For
sucks.
sure.
Yikes.
If you decide to watch this, at least know you didn't have to talk about it twice.
That's fair. This one is rough. It's really not entertaining. It takes a while to really just develop in general. And you really don't know what it is until they bring up the babysitter story. And then at that point, you're like, okay, well, this is going to come back into play, but how? And in the way it does, it's like, okay, well, we really can't write it any better, so we're just going to spit it out at the end. She's like, I'm the killer, and I was the babysitter.
Yeah.
It just didn't come together well at the end, so...
Or at the middle, or at the beginning.
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
It
just-
didn't come together.
Right now.
Most interesting thing, I think, was the fact that he had pizza with French's mustard.
Yeah.
Was what kind of like...
I did like the sub feud the two chicks had going.
They just called each other a whore back and
No,
forth.
I was what's that word?
Captivated?
Yeah.
And captured?
Why did I put an E in front of
Mike
that?
I was enslaved by the subplot.
Bro, when
not
you-
encroachment. That's a football term.
Yeah, emasculated.
Entrapment.
Oh, entrapment.
That's Catherine Zeta.
Jones.
Is that Michael Douglas?
Oh.
Yep.
Entrapment.
Yep.
Not
Next week,
entrapment.
we're going to review the final.
The final.
the final what?
The final.
The final.
We're We're talking about the podcast.
No, we're reviewing not the podcast, a movie called The Final.
Can we do an episode of where we review the A Show?
Honestly, super meta, maybe.
Yeah, so The Final is a movie that we watched maybe 13 years-ish
about
ago.
that.
Not me. I wasn't there for some reason.
Yeah, you probably just forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. We watched it 13 years ago, and we really enjoyed it. So we'll see if anything changed in 13 years, because we haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I'm excited to see everyone's opinions. So we'll see you next week, I guess. Yeah.
Vladimir Romanovich. So we'll catch you next week.
And we're just hoping this audio recorded.
Yep.
Bye.
I swear to God, if it doesn't.
You're gonna riot.
Yeah. Are you gonna pussy riot?
You're gonna go to the Death Rink.
Free pussy riot.
Tune in next week. Final Friday. Love bunch of horror movies. Yeah. The Final.
B Show.
We'll see you next week.
Getting bees.